A lot of us say that we want the truth, but the reality is we often don't know how to hold it. We say that we're tired of being coddled or talked down to, lied to, but we often then get offended the moment someone speaks plainly without a filter. We want to be seen as capable, intelligent, powerful, but then we hand over this long list of terms and conditions for how other people must treat us if we're to receive them. So when pressure shows up or someone holds us to our word, why don't we always rise to the occasion? Instead, we shut down. We get defensive. We blame the messenger. We fight. We compete. We get angry. All while insisting that we just want honesty and compassion and love from others, while we're unable to offer them the same in return. What if the honesty, the compassion, the love that we aren't getting is actually much closer to home than we realize? What if the block isn't them, but ourselves? There's a paradox that most of us haven't admitted. We hate being treated like we're fragile, but we've also built these entire lives specifically designed to prevent our strength from ever being tested. We demand others to be safe, kind, careful with us, even when what we actually need is the truth. We expect others to walk on eggshells so we don't have to walk through our own fire, but that's not empowerment. That's abdication, rebranded as empowerment. We're fooling ourselves if we claim to have strength and power, but only when the conditions are perfect. If our power depends on tone, timing, or how validated we feel, that's not power. That's fear and avoidance, repackaged as personal power. We can't grow if we're allergic to feedback. We can't lead if the only truth that we'll allow is the one that flatters our existing identity. We can't ever be free if we refuse to look at ourselves in the mirror without being so quick to change the lighting and the angle. Accepting who we are is a critical step of radical self-honesty. Accepting others for who they are is a critical step of radical leadership. Only then, once we're sitting in the whole truth, where everybody's pockets are emptied out on the table and everyone can see what everybody's got, only then can we be real, and only then can we start to make our most powerful choices. This isn't about shame. This is about taking real responsibility. Radical self-honesty isn't about airing our dirty laundry or exposing ourselves to the world for everyone to see. It's about looking in our own mirror. It's not being so quick to behave like a used car salesman to ourselves, justifying, reframing, downplaying these very, very real and important aspects that often get in the way. This is about the gap between the three versions of ourselves. Who we think we are under pressure, our ego. Who we actually are under pressure, how others experience us. And who we say that we want to be under pressure, which is our aspirations. Working with me is about closing that gap, to become one whole, congruent person when it matters most and not three fragmented ones. So if you're tired of being handled or tired of handling others just to avoid the cost of being true to you, and you're ready to meet yourself with more honesty, clarity, and self-respect than ever before, then come join me in our circle. It's not a space for venting. It's not a place to perform. It's for people who are ready to tell the truth, especially when it's inconvenient, confronting, or hard to hold. Inside, we don't give you answers. We give you the space, support, and questions to help you face yourself fully so you can decide who you actually want to be. Not as someone perfect, not as someone polished, just someone real, someone you can trust, someone you don't have to keep running from. So if that feels like a breath of fresh air, you're in the right place. I hope to see you on the other side.